Well, good morning to all in the Marmy Army this morning. It is Sunday, the 9th of June, and I am just heading to the Two Castles run. Hold the castle! Helm's Deep! Getting all medieval. Talking of medieval, what do you think of this, hey? I thought it gave me an element of intrigue, you know, an element of raw masculinity. But yeah, essentially it does look like I'm wearing a toddler's hairbrush, doesn't it? But never mind. Either way, heading off. Now, some logistical arrangements. This is what's called a point-to-point race this morning. And what that means is that it's not a loop, right? So I'm driving to Kenilworth, which is where the finish is. Now, I don't know whether you can see the back. I wouldn't have thought so because I've got cinematic view on. But the seats are down. The Rally Nitro, the 1980s super bike, the mountain bike that is made of iron, is nestling in the back of my car. I say nestling, it's actually riding the axle. The nav has told me that I am about a mile away. I am delighted that I chose to do the bike ride leg first because I'm absolutely exhausted. I think I've probably pulled a thigh. I'm getting loads of static from people passing because, you know, I'm using my phone as a nav more than anything else, and I'm not wearing a helmet. Keep shouting. You're not seeing my haircut. How can you say it's not a helmet? Look, I am at the bike. Look at the Nitro sitting proudly there. Now, I'm going to lock her up. I have bought a bike lock from B&Q, so let's get her tethered. It's not just a lock. It's a combination lock, but you tell you what, you don't get much wire for your £3 these days, do you? But there she is. Oh my goodness me. Have a little splash in there. So what's happened this week? Well, the country has been left with what a choice. You know, we've got the guy from Lockett. I want to train to Nottingham Station. Or, hey, Rishi. I mean, genuinely, I just don't know what planet that guy's on. I just don't get him at all.
Uncertain times call for a clear plan.
Got to feel sorry for him, to be honest, at the minute. Sort of. I mean, the fact that he's a billionaire, I'm sure will cushion the blow. But, Jesus. At the moment, if that guy did a hospital visit, he would fall into a life support machine. Can't apologise again. You're gonna have to apologise again. I can't. You're gonna have to. Poor bloke. And for the young people of this country, what a choice. Good God. It's like a choice between being dumped in public on your 18th birthday or watching Basic Instinct with your mum and dad. Neither of which happened to me, let me add.
Thought you said it was a murder mystery. Bit fruity, isn't it?
Yep, is a bit. Ah, look. This, now I remember this on a school trip. Right? This is called Guy's Tower, I think. The tallest point is called Guy's Tower. And in the old days, I think, oh, you still can. Look, you can get up there. Now, you know, I wasn't a particularly weedy child, but I remember having a fairly large panic attack, and I think I might have cried and hugged one of my teachers, which was something fairly out of character for me at the time, to be honest with you, particularly as one of my teachers had really bad eczema. So yeah, there it is. I shall be getting in there and heading up the castle grounds. Now, before I do, the other day I made an announcement that I was going to follow up 6 in 6 with a similarly superb challenge. Didn't think it through. Came up with 5 in 4. My first race on the 23rd of June will be the Leamington Half Marathon, followed by the following weekend I'll be doing the Droitwich Half Marathon. On the 7th of July I will be doing the Black Country Half Marathon. It's another point to point and it starts in Wolverhampton, which means I've got to leave Wolverhampton, get to Birmingham and then get back to Wolverhampton. What a choice. The week after that I'll be doing the Cotswold Trail Half Marathon, and then to make my 5 in 4 I'll be doing a 10k the very next day in dear old Compton Verney. That makes up my 5 in 4 challenge marmot. Now I'm hoping that I will see you at some of the races. I'm having to move because a pensioner has just stared out of the window and is looking at me as if I'm going to steal something. I'm clearly not. I'm just looking at my primary school memory, and a marshal has followed me down. I don't know whether they think I'm going to urinate. You know, if they're worried about that, don't worry about that. St Nicholas's Park took the brunt of that. Did it right by the bike racks. Actually, I should have done it on my bike. Bit of extra security. Right, I'm heading back up. Put the phone down. Matt, put the phone down. He's gone. You will see I am also wearing, as my throwaway top, my Dimmock half marathon top. And I think I said to you at the time, look, God bless the organisers of the Dimmock half marathon. I think some bright spark thought it would be hilarious. I know what would be funny. Why don't we put a word search on it? I don't think any other race tops do that. There's a reason. I mean, I did actually have a go yesterday. I mean, one of them, someone's a card. One of the phrases was sports bra. You can't do that anymore, Dimmock, I'm afraid. I know you're about 15 years behind the times. You cannot make jokes about tits. You just can't. I'll make myself laugh. Yes, what a find, eh? This beautiful little courtyard. No people and a toilet. Yes. Lucked out again, stainless steel. Bit serial killer like, but I'll take it. God, I'll tell you what, I know I've done a warm-up. I don't normally bother. I've run about half a mile now because apparently they're closing the gate. And I was a little bit slow. I've been so busy with you lot having a bit of bants. I want to get a decent place. Otherwise it's all been for naught. This is a monster event. This is huge. I don't know where everyone's going. Where's the start? Look at this. This is mental. Garmin's just already told me, dear old Gove, he's already told me I've met my movement goal for today. Run about 2 miles, and 6 I think on my bike. Absolutely exhausted. I'm literally running with Andy. Hello. It's on, Andy. Hello. The start.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's what was. I don't know what that was actually. It could have been my camera.
Your phone.
Yeah.
You took your phone in the bin.
Right. Good luck, mate.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right, good luck, gentlemen. All right, it looks like we've started. Couldn't get my watch, so this is bizarre. Right, we're off. We are off. Oh, Christ alive. That was unexpected. Let's concentrate here.
I'm not sure where everyone's come from.
I don't know where everyone. Like, this is ridiculous. It's like that bull march in Spain, you know. I'm going down the pavement, I think. Alright, I've started my watch late, so my time's going to be good. Rich is behind me. What are you hoping for, Rich?
Probably about 41.
Right. Okay.
How about you?
Right, if I can go under 40, I'll be delighted.
Yeah, it's with the hills, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, let's go.
Well done, Mark.
Alright, I've got away from the pack. Didn't realise it was club runners first. So, making my way through. Now, 1 mile in, 5:55. 5:53 fastest I've ever done it. 5 miles left.
Go on, 2.
This is nice. We're about halfway round. Nice hill. I think to spoil it up on the horizon. I can see another one. That was horrendous. Hey! Something for everyone, one for the kids. None of the people. Thank you. Last one.
The clocks are stopped at the banquet hour, an ivy spray in my hand I hold, the kindly ivy that covers the mould of ruined walls. It was brought to me from Kenilworth Castle, over the sea.
Right, well that was the 10k, and my watch says that I did that in 38 minutes, which I'm delighted with. However, my watch, I know for a fact, is wrong, because that was all a bit of a surprise there at the end, right? All a bit of a surprise in terms of the fact that they kind of didn't really announce the start. So when we went through the gate, I hadn't set my watch. So my watch only started about a couple of 100 meters after the start. So I think I'm probably over 38, but I'm under 40, which is good. Race footage, I've got to tell you, was sparse. That's about as sparse as my go-to, because genuinely 10Ks, that is tough. You're going that fast, I couldn't think of anything to say. Normally in a half marathon I've got time to reflect and say something witty. I did see a gentleman wearing a pair of what looked like see-through crotchless cycling shorts. I don't know what he thought he was doing. I mean, you know, it's supposed to be a public event, not some sort of filth show. Bloody hell, I could see his overnight oats through it. That's not a euphemism. But yeah, so I couldn't really think of anything. So my race footage essentially is the camera going at each marker, going 6k, 7k, 8k, 9k. You know, you probably saw a few people cheering people on. My sister, I think, is finishing down there, so I'll see her in a bit. I've tried to catch a few people, but that was the two castles. I enjoyed it. I'll tell you what I will say. There's a t-shirt, red, not a fan of red, but that's fine. And then there's this. Now, ribbon, fine, but that, I mean, if I'm being honest, you know those medals that you get at sort of like Poundland, you know, with a red, white and blue lanyard, and then space to kind of write on what your reward is, you know, like sex legend, you know, whatever it is. That's what that looks like. Not the best. Right, let's go. All of these guys are waiting in the queue for the bus. What the Marmster has done is parked his car up here. Now, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Or, if you're an insomniac, get here at 6 o'clock in the morning and plan your exit. That's what I've done. Well, that was it, Marmers. That was the Warwick to Kenilworth 2 Castles run. World and his wife was there. I met Andy at the start. I met Rich at the start. I met Hayley from Rayleigh's. Mark was there, great member of the Marmy Army. Julie was there, member of the Marmy Army. I think Melissa was there, holding up a MARM sign. Got it on camera. I've got to tell you, actually, Julie, member of the Marmy Army, we had a lovely conversation by the massage tables. Said at the end, can I just say, you're a lot smaller than I thought you were. I'm like, Julie, you'd better not be looking at my shorts. Next week, I'll be doing a little training video for you, which I hope you'll watch. After that, we get right into the 5 in 4. Anyway, Marmers, I'm going to see you next week.